Hey everybody, this is Joe Gilder from HomeStudioCorner.com. We're continuing our conversation about 12 home studio necessities, and today we're on number 4, microphones. Now, if you haven't watched my types of microphones video that I did for my Getting It Right at the Source video series, go check that out because that's going to explain this a little bit further if you want to know about the different types of microphones. Today, however, I want to make one suggestion to you, just one. Especially if you're just starting out and you don't even have a microphone yet, or you're thinking about putting together a studio, or maybe you have some stuff already and you're not getting what you want out of it. Here's my suggestion. Get down to one good microphone, okay? Not 2, not 4, not 12, but just one. Not one crappy microphone. Make it a decent microphone. And by decent, I mean you can spend a couple $100s and get a nice, decent, clean sounding microphone. But if you can focus on getting that one decent microphone and then focus all your effort on plugging that in and just making great recordings, I promise you it's going to do you so much more good than collecting lots of different microphones. Now, absolutely, in a couple years, I want you to have a nice collection of microphones so you can use them for the different tonal characteristics that they have and pick the right mic for the right source. That's all well and good. But you won't know how to pick that mic for that source if you haven't spent lots and lots and lots of time using that one good microphone and learning how to get great recordings with it. So that's my suggestion. Get one good microphone. There's great companies like Rode, Sennheiser, AKG, Behringer makes some that I know Graham Cochran is a big fan of. Lots of microphone companies. I'm not going to suggest specific mics because I don't think that part of it matters. Just make it a decent mic. You might want to make it a large diaphragm condenser. That's a good first one good microphone to have that can do pretty much everything. If you get a dynamic, that's great, but it's not going to have the detail for some sources. Go with a condenser. It's kind of a good catch-all mic. So a good large diaphragm condenser mic, and then spend all your effort just making great recordings with that. Learning how to mic up a guitar cabinet, how to mic up an acoustic guitar, a vocal, a female vocal, a male vocal, a choir, all these other different instruments, piano. If you can get amazingly good with that one microphone, imagine how much better you're going to be when you have 3 or 4 or 5 microphones that you've done that same process with. You've taken this new microphone that you got and you've learned everything there is to know about it as far as what it sounds good on, what it sounds like, how you would use it in certain scenarios. That's how you become a great recording engineer, is by just repetition, doing it over and over and learning your gear inside and out. You don't need a ton of gear. You don't need a ton of fancy gear. You just need to know the gear that you have really well so you can make fantastic sounding recordings. Okay? So that's my one piece of advice today. Get one good microphone and get back to recording.